Hola a todos y bienvenidos a mi canal. Welcome back. Um, Today I'm going to be sitting with little baby Sophia. That's not her permanent name. I'm not really sure if I like that name for her, so definitely comment down below some names that you think would be good for her. But today I'm just going to be sitting with her, feeding her a bottle, giving her a pacifier, and just spending some quality time with her. I was supposed to go to work at 9 this morning, but now I am supposed to be coming in the evening, so since I have some extra time, I figured I would just sit down with her and, just spend some time with her and work on bonding and things like that. I've had this baby for about a month now, I would say, like a month or so. I did find her on eBay, and it was just kind of like one of those purchases, like spur of the moment purchases. I don't really see too many like ethnic or African American full body silicone babies on eBay too often. It's kind of rare that I see them, so when I do see one and it's at a good price, it's kind of just really tempting to purchase it. So that's what I ended up doing. I ended up purchasing her, and yeah, so this is what she looks like. I did do an unboxing video, but I don't really like the way that video came out. I don't like the way that it was recorded, and I just am not happy with the outcome of that particular video, so I probably won't be posting that up. I'll probably just keep it for my own personal records in case I want to go back and just see what the box opening looked like. But nonetheless, we're going to get started by just giving her a bottle and giving her a little pacifier. She does have an open mouth, but it doesn't go all the way back. It kind of stops like there, so you can fit a modified pacifier. Let me go get one so I can show you what that actually looks like. So for example, I have this pacifier, which is like a very tiny newborn one, and if you can see, this will not go in her mouth all the way. Like, you can fit it in somewhat, but it won't go in. Like, you could make it work, but this is about as far as it will go in, and for me that's not very far. So most of the time with the bigger pacifiers, I just modify them. So you can see this one is cut, so this one just slips right in her mouth, and I don't have a problem with this one going in because it's been modified, so it sits nice and flush and it sits really good. I don't really like the size. This one's kind of big, but it is what it is. I also bought a tiny wee thummy pacifier a while ago, but I have absolutely no idea what happened to it. I'm really hoping I didn't throw it away, like it wasn't in a box or something and I just threw it out, because I don't know where it is. I don't know what I could have possibly done with it, so I bought it specifically for her, so I don't know what I did with that, but yeah, it's kind of unfortunate that I don't have that anymore. But I'm going to go ahead and get her bib and her bottle and everything and show the feeding process. But I just wanted to do like a quick intro, just showing you what she looks like, because this is my first time showing her on this channel in a video. So in case you guys were curious, this is my first ethnic full body silicone baby, and I'm really happy with her. You guys can see. Let me show you her mouth. There's like this little like a little bit of like excess, I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's silicone or what that is, but most of the time you can't even see that. It kind of like, I don't know, but that's what her mouth looks like. I can always take that off. I just don't really want to right now. She is one piece. I can tell that by the way her neck is, that she's one piece, and it kind of looks like she's turning her head to the side. So yeah, I got this baby on eBay for a really good price, in my opinion. She is really nice, I think, especially for the price that I paid. So I'm just going to go ahead and get her bottle and her bib and everything together, and then we can start feeding her. Okay, so I think I have everything together now as far as the camera angle. Hopefully everything is good and you can see and everything like that, because I can't see, so hopefully you can. I have this little diaper cover. I think this came home with her. if I'm not mistaken. So I'm just going to put that on her. I think this did come home with her. I don't think it came home with Sella. I think it came home with little Sophia here. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this on because I think it's very cute and I think it matches with the pink theme we have going on here. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this on her. I think it's very, very cute. And I'm going to go ahead and get my bottle and my little hairbrush so I can brush her hair. And this is another one of the pacifiers that I modified for her. It's a little pacifier. I think these are from Walmart. And I kind of like the way this one looks a little bit better. I think it fits her face better. What do you guys think? I think this one just fits her face a lot better compared to the other one. And then this is a bottle that came home with Sella. It's a sealed Infamil bottle. So I'm just going to use that to feed her today. And don't mind my feet being all on the camera. Again, I am dressed for work today, so I do have on like my dress clothes and everything. But I'm just going to go ahead and pick her up here so that we can feed the little one. I hope that you guys can see me okay. Don't mind, I have like a couple things behind me on my bed, but hopefully you guys can't see that. I wish I had like an actual rocking chair or something for my babies, but I don't. So this is like a true newborn size baby. Like she's very small. Like I said, she's like a true newborn. So I'm just going to use this bib that also came home with Sella. Sella came home with such nice gifts. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this on her. Just so that she doesn't spit up while she's, just in case she spits up while she's eating. That's something to catch it. And I'm just going to go ahead and feed her. So how has everyone been? I know I haven't been on YouTube with the dolls in a minute, but it's just been really busy. Life has been hectic, as always. Life is always busy. I don't think she's going to eat very much today. She doesn't seem to be very hungry right now, so I don't think she's going to eat very much, but we'll see. It's definitely time for her to eat, but she doesn't seem to be extremely hungry. So we'll just see how much she wants to eat. Okay. So, she isn't very hungry today. That's all she wanted. So I'm just going to go ahead and burp her. But yeah, I hope that everyone is doing well. And on the topic of purchasing silicone babies, I definitely do think that eBay is probably the best place to go. From what I found, you can also like search people do sell their dolls on Facebook and on YouTube. And even some people sell their dolls on Instagram. But I think eBay, if you're just trying to purchase, it's, you know, a good place to go. And it's also a good way to avoid getting scammed, because if things do happen and you use PayPal and you use eBay, there's a big chance that you are going to get your money back versus if you just go through a private sale. Even if you pay with PayPal, it's going to be a little bit more difficult to get your money back, but in case things go wrong and, you get scammed, or whatever, um, you really hope that that's not going to happen, but sometimes it does. There are people out there that do, scam, especially when it comes to these dolls, because they know that people are willing to pay a lot of money for them. Some people feel like they can scam, and, you know, it's an easy way to make money without really having to follow through on your promises. But I think I'm going to go ahead and brush her hair, actually. But little do they know that, there's PayPal, there's, reverse image search, which is why a lot of people ask for safety pictures when they buy dolls, which is basically where they have a picture of the doll, and then they just, put up a handwritten note or something like that that says this doll is, or just says, their name and the person who's selling it and all of that, just to kind of like prove that it is actually their doll, because some people do use pictures of other people's babies and try to pass them off as what they're selling. It happens all the time with like Clear Taylor dolls and really expensive babies, and then they'll sell them for a little bit cheaper than what they would normally go for, and people jump on that because they think, wow, I can get a Claire Taylor doll for, $2,500, for an example. I mean, I'm not saying you can't get a Claire Taylor for $2,500, but I'm saying like it could be one of the new ones. Like it could be a Willow for $2,500, and they're like, oh, I can get a Willow for $2,500, and if the person doesn't know any better, they may think that they really can get a Willow for $2,500, and then the next thing you know, that person has been scammed. So, it's definitely just something to keep in mind. You can get scammed, so you just have to be careful when you're purchasing from people. Even on eBay, you can get scammed, but again, it's a higher chance that you're going to get your money back versus if you just do a private sale, because with private sales, you have to go through PayPal and you have to provide proof and all these things. So it's just important to be careful and be safe when you're buying dolls, because these babies are a really big investment. They are expensive, and you don't want to be getting scammed. You know what I mean? That's one thing that you don't want. This baby has so much hair. I mean, the hair is so thick and it's dark, which I love. I love dark hair. That's why I dye my real hair jet black, because I love dark hair. So I'm really, really happy that this baby has like dark hair. It's very thick. I was not born with any hair. I didn't have not a hair on my head. If I did, I probably had a couple strands and that was it. But I just love that this baby has such dark curly hair. So nice. So yeah, it's just important to be careful that you're not getting scammed when you're buying babies. It's difficult, but you just have to make sure that you're taking all the proper precautions. You're making sure that the person that's selling the doll is legitimate. A lot of people, like I said, they will try to scam because they know that people will pay money for these dolls, and that they can make a lot of money potentially without having to, come through on their promises. I remember I watched a video on YouTube a while ago about, I think it was a website called Silicone Baby Dreams, and they were basically just selling Ivita dolls and not even reborning them or anything. It's not like they were putting in work, because some people do sell Ivita silicone babies, and they reborn them, and, they paint them, and they give them hair, and they put in work, and that kind of justifies the, higher cost. But, these people were barely doing the bare minimum on reborning and were charging a lot of money and not following through on the promises that they gave people with the skin tones and everything. So it's just important to be careful. There are people that will try to scam, so you just have to be aware of that. I feel like on eBay, I don't know, I haven't had a bad experience purchasing dolls from eBay. I got Sella from eBay, but Sella's artist I already was familiar with before. Like, I've been wanting one of her dolls for a long time. This baby, I don't even know who the artist is. I wasn't given an artist on this baby, so I have no idea who made her. I think she is made very well for the price. She does have some flaws, but I think all silicone dolls have flaws, but there's nothing major that's wrong with her, you know what I mean? Like, there's no major rips or tears or anything like that on her, so, and her silicone does feel different from Sella's. It's kind of like more like that smooth, I don't know how to describe it. Like, she does have some, like, I don't know if you can tell on her face. She does have like some baby acne kind of texture on her face, which is normal. And it's kind of on her body, like she kind of has some texture, and then other parts are just really, really smooth. So I don't know what silicone blend this is, but it's definitely different from the silicone that Sella is made out of. It's still really, really soft and squishy, but it's just a little bit of a different feel than what Sella is made out of. So I just wanted to put that out there. But anyway, I think I'm just going to continue to enjoy my time with this little girl, and I will see you guys in the next video. I just wanted to, show her for the first time on my channel and show you guys me feeding her and everything. And we're just going to spend some quality time together and watch some doll videos, and then I'm probably going to do a little bit of cleaning while I'm here because I have to sit around until I can go to work later on. So yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Adios. Bye, guys.